sprayed together. And we did all right the first year. But the second year, I told him a story that my high school football coach had told to me. It's a story about holding on to the rope. I called each player into my office and used this very rope, sprayed purple so I would keep it forever, because it's so meaningful to our program. And I took the rope and I threw it over the edge of the desk. And I said to the players, if you were at this end of the rope, nothing between you but 1,000-foot fall and certain death, who would you want holding this end of the rope, knowing that his hands were so strong, he loved you so much, he'd never let go? Well, Marty Lanou said Jeff Rebele, and Rebele said Andy Gailey, and Gailey said John Dixon, and it went around. I said to them, fellas, when you tell me it doesn't matter who holds on to the other end of the rope, as long as he's a teammate of mine, then we'll be one. And we'll be free to trust one another, make mistakes, and still feel good about our decisions. Well, that season we did very well. We ended up in the final series at Auburn University, in which we had to win 2 out of 3 to be the Southeastern Conference champions for the first time since 1975. On Saturday, we split in a doubleheader, so it all came down to Sunday's ball game. It was May 1st, 1985, and that's when the program turned around forever. That game ended 1-1. In the 10th inning, we went ahead. In the bottom of the 10th, with a runner at second base, a fly ball was lifted to my left fielder. He ran to his right to catch it. It wasn't a really tough chance, but as I looked down to see the play, I noticed all the players in the dugout straining their necks, wondering if he was going to catch it or not, transferring a message of non-trust. That ball hit his glove and fell to the ground. Heads went down. Spikes started to shuffle. I said, fellas, what's important now is to pull together, to believe in one another. We went ahead in the 13th, and with a runner at third and 2 outs, Eric Hetzel came in from the bullpen. Excellent pitcher, excellent competitor, although he had pitched the day before. In looking up the pinch hitter that was brought in by Auburn, I said to Eric, let's just use fastballs. Get him out of here, and we're going home with the championship, right? He said right. But as I turned around, I saw everybody in the dugout with their heads down, spikes shuffling, again, transferring that message of non-trust. Several pitches later, this batter blooped a single over third base, and we were tied again. And of course, the heads went down again. I said, fellas, pull together. We need each guy. Well, in the 14th, we went ahead again. Stan Lower also pitched the day before, but brought in for the 14th inning a great competitor, had worked himself into a situation with a runner at third base and 2 outs. He was standing behind the mound, rubbing the ball up, and that's when everything changed. A senior from Miami, Florida, by the name of Robbie Smith, stood up at the edge of the dugout, and he said, Stanley, hold on to the rope. Hold on. Well, that changed everything. And Marty Lanou at third base turned to Jeff Rebele and he said, Jeff, hold on to the rope. Jeff shouted across the diamond to first base, John, hold on. I can remember the catcher, Rob Leary, with his fist in the air, and hold on to the rope. Did he strike him out with 3 pitches? No, it was better than that. He worked himself to a 2-2 count against a very good hitter, delivered a good pitch, and the batter swung, and as the ball hit the ground, the dugout emptied, transferring a positive trust message. With that kind of trust and belief in his teammates, naturally Jeff Rebele picked it up, threw it over to first base, and we were the champs. As a coach and team leader, people expect you to hold on to the rope. They expect you to hold on to the rope of communication as well. And of course, people in your family expect you to hold on to that rope of love. There's a great poem by Edgar Guest. It's called Tomorrow. I tell it to the boys often.